Hey guys, this is Roderick here. Today I will be making a marinara vegetable, saute with some sausage. I'm going to be using a store-bought sausage today, a good Italian blend, and we'll see what you guys think. Alright. When I used to work in the kitchens, I worked as a prep cook. So, more often than not, I did often hit the line, but I definitely liked the prep work a little bit better. So I do like to focus a little more on that. Prep work is much more pertinent when it comes to preparing food in the home anyway. So I'm going to start by obviously dicing up this celery here, and that's going to go right on in my Instant Pot with some seasoning. One thing I'd like to point out is when it comes to seasonings, I usually like to go by, instinct, scent, and just what I normally use. So it's hard to give you an exact measurement, but the closest reference I could give you is I only use about a pinch of anything. So I'm going to use, for today's recipe, I'm going to use cumin, pepper medley, and that's about a pinch really. Some ground ginger. The label's gone, but this is a bottle I use for granulated garlic. Next, we're going to want to prep up the asparagus here. Asparagus is a little tougher as far as vegetables go, so you do want to give it a little more cook time. Next thing you want to prep is the carrot. Careful, because as you're splitting it, it does like to roll around. So just use a little extra caution there. This one's a little thicker, so I'm going to mill it down a little bit more. Today for cooking I am using my Instant Pot. I definitely suggest them. They are a really useful tool. I use mine quite often actually. Let those cook for a few minutes. So those are getting ready. I'm going to move on to the next item. Good head of broccoli here. We're just going to take the crown. So you want to grab a nice paring knife and get right in there. Now once you have smaller bits like this, those are actually exactly the size we want, but the bigger ones, you're going to want to mill those down just a bit. And as you can see, while we were doing that, the carrots and the asparagus were roasting up rather nicely. Now it's time to add the broccoli. Mix that thoroughly so that it gets a nice coating of the oil. The oil I use is a Goya olive oil. Goya is not a bad brand at all, and olive oil always has a good taste that I enjoy. You can also use sesame oil in this recipe. I would kind of blend it with something else though, because it can overpower the flavor. And a little soy sauce actually doesn't kill this recipe either, but we won't be using that today. Alright, so the next veggie we're going to be working with is these little guys here, the radishes. Start by taking the ends off. Alright, as we give it a stir and check the pot, you can see that the vegetables are, getting a nice color to them already. Got one more vegetable to chop up for today's saute, and then we're going to be moving on. That aside, save it for a later recipe. Alright. Add a little tiny bit more pepper. And because there's a bit of vegetables in there by now, you want to add a little bit more oil. Or more words. Okay, and we're going to let that sit for a couple minutes. Alright, getting a little foggy here, sorry about that, but the next step is ready. Alright, I'm going to take just a, as you can see, a traditional sweet basil. You could also use tomato basil. Just a basic marinara. I'm going to go grab another jar. I don't know what's available near you. Personally, I do quite enjoy the Classico brand. And that is basically the veggies done. Just let them cook for a little longer. Alright, and now to plate dinner for two. Just throw on a little bit of fresh arugula. Just a drizzle of Roderick's. Next up is the sausage. And finally, our sauteed veggie. I like to serve that with some of my homemade iced tea. And well, that's dinner. Have a wonderful night.